Hey guys, today's video is a little different. You'll see here in Sambo Valley that I've made some improvements and I have a farm. I'll show you how I got to this point in the main part of the video, which happens to be a voiceover. I know guys, I'm sorry. I'll explain why in the main part of the video, so let's go ahead and get to it. Die, creeper, die. Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of the Sambo Way. I am Sambo Willie. In this episode, I'm doing a voiceover because I forgot to turn on my mic, and I also somehow turned off all my game volume for recording. I don't know how that happened. The volume itself was on, but it didn't record any of the sound. So now I'm doing a voiceover, and I just did a quick montage edit of everything that I did during the episode. I'm going to explain what I did. Before the episode, I almost all the way completed the utility shed. I moved it back. I had to tear it down almost all the way, down to about 6 bricks that I was able to keep, I think. But I moved it back, and it looks better now. I'm doing a little showcase of it. We're going to make a farm in this episode. I'm also going to do a lot of lighting. You'll see here I have a zombie in my house. Not a good thing to come home to, especially if I was like almost dead and needing to get to the food that was possibly in that chest behind him. That would have been bad. So here's all this lighting going up. Now I do something that I wanted to show with the water in the farm, because you can make a really big farm off of one block of water. I'm not saying that the one source block will travel out 4 blocks. I'm saying that the source block will actually flow out 7 blocks from either side, giving you a full 15 block long bar of water that you can actually use 4 blocks from every side of it as farmland, and it'll stay saturated and you can grow food on it. I do that a little bit later. At first, though, I'm just breaking these, all this grass here. I need to get the wheat seeds. I'm starting off with just the wheat so I can breed up my cows and my sheep. Keep getting attacked by the random mobs. I like going around and fighting the monsters because it'll keep getting my experience points up. I need to enchant more stuff here soon. Especially if I keep using the sword like I am, I need to get another enchanted sword. A few other things, like I want to get a better enchanted pickaxe that is better than efficiency 1. I need to get some bookshelves. So definitely need to get more cows up. And for that, I need wheat, and for that, I need the wheat seeds. You'll see here I'm digging this hole out 7 blocks from the center point, which makes 8 altogether so far. I stopped here and actually filled in this inland lake, found some iron inside of it, figured might as well take the opportunity. I got quite a bit of iron right now, but it's not infinite yet. Eventually it will be infinite. I'm going to make an iron farm using the villagers that I find. That's going to be another future episode that I'm going to do, is going on searches for different villages. I don't want to just find one. I want to find like 4 or 5. That would be really nice. I'm going to bring banners with me. It's another reason why I need the sheep, apart from the carpet I'm going to lay down in the house that I have. But the banners are going to be really useful for when I need to mark off locations on my map. Here I'm trying to go to bed and there's monsters right outside my house. I don't want to go out and fight them. I just want to get it over with and move back on to what I was doing. I was having a lot of delays here because of the monsters. There's a zombie right there. Oh no. I start freaking out. Just come over here. Click, 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 click. Come on, let me go to sleep. Let me go to sleep. Come on, come on. Yes, thank you. I fight one of them here. I take sweet revenge on them. Thwart the evil. He had armor on and everything, but he was not ready. I take these pumpkins because I'm already making a farm. I need wood. I'm going to be making some wooden planks to go over to that little area. Here I dig out the rest of it and put down my planks here. You definitely want to use the wooden planks. You use one right there inside the source block, and then you put some extras over the flow blocks. Now, if you take the planks and you take these plank slabs and you put them right there on the flow blocks, they will stop the flow of water, and that's not good. That's not what you're looking for. So you got to raise them up one, and I usually take that opportunity to put a little post there in the center and do some lighting. I'll show that later. And you'll notice here I actually figured out how to do a sped up clip, a time-lapse video. I have some different editing software. The first few videos that I edited, you might not know this, but they were really, really bad videos. They're badly edited, and it was the best that I could do with what I had. Now this one, it could have been a lot better, but I'm not good with voiceovers. I'm not used to doing all this stuff. Here you'll see me finishing off this nice fence that I put around my land. Definitely a fence is needed in almost every build you have, unless if it's underground, or if you have some kind of sky base. Sky bases are pretty nice. I like to build them after I have some slime, because you can use the slime to launch yourself up. But on this, we definitely need fences and fence gates. I put these fence gates right there in front of the different doors that I have. See here, I'm just doing another little lighting montage all the way across. Later, you'll see I turn on my F3 screen, and that allows me to see what the lighting levels are. There's two different kinds, if you didn't know. One of them is the skylight, and the other one is the block light. The skylight is just what time of day it is. It'll have a certain kind of light for it. But the block light itself will have a certain kind of light that it has whether there's daylight or not. The block light is what you want to go by when you're trying to figure out if there's going to be spawns of mobs inside of your area. And if it's less than 7, you definitely want to light that area up. You will get mobs spawning as long as they're within I think it's 24 or 32 blocks or something like that of you, and but not within 12 or 16, something like that. I don't remember exactly. So they won't spawn up right next to you, but if they are on your land and your land is fairly large, I like to have a lot of land for my area. They'll spawn up on there, and it'll destroy your stuff. It's usually going to be a creeper. That's always what happens with me. I always get a creeper. I don't like skeletons either, but those creepers, man, they really know how to crash a party. Here I'm just building my stairs. I messed up the first time around. I made it too close, so I made it wrap around a little bit and pulled it back, so that way I could actually have a flat edge before I get to the top of my stairs. Break this glass out. I don't need to worry about putting a door here or anything. Nothing's going to be up here. I'm blocking all the spawns right now, and nothing can actually climb up here from where I'm at. The only thing I have to worry about is if I'm not sleeping, phantoms will come in. But then again, they might get trapped down there, and I'll be able to farm them like that, because they have to go up in order to come down again. They won't just swoop down again before they've gone up to a certain height. So I can probably farm phantoms there if I wanted to. Also, my bed's going to be up there, so it don't really matter. I finally got all the lighting done up now, though, I think by this point of the video. Really now, I'm actually traveling to get something, but I have to fight these creepers first. You'll see when I come down here. Oh, that's a different part of the video. I actually edited that part out because it took a really long time. I got all my stuff from my 0-0 base that was valuable to me, and I brought it into my regular base. Here I'm just doing a quick time lapse of me taking down leaves off the trees, because I'm going to use them as bushes here. This is something that I've never really done on many of my builds. I did do it on one previous build, but it's something that's kind of new to me. I didn't think about using leaves as bushes. It made a whole lot of sense when I finally seen it once. Like, it was one of those blonde moments where my mind was blown by something that was so simple. But yeah, I think it looks really nice when you do this sort of decorations around your house. Normally, I wouldn't care about the decorations around my house, but I'm doing this for a YouTube video, and I want it to look nice, and I want other people to be able to make the builds that they want to make. If they're having a hard time with like creativity and everything, that's half what this is about. I just want to show people what I'm doing and help you guys, get some inspiration for your builds, and maybe if I have any good insights that I haven't heard 100 times on other YouTube videos, I'll tell them to you, and you might be able to learn a little bit from me. I do come from the old school level of playing. Like, I started right around 1.0, and I only played for a few months. My laptop went down, and I moved, and I basically completely forgot about the game until a couple of years ago. I got back into it, but I didn't really have a whole lot of time to play it. I had a full-time job, and I had a lot of other things that I was taking care of. But now I'm finally back. I'm able to play this game again. I've kind of missed it. I've been playing for a few months now. It's been pretty nice. I learned a lot of tricks that weren't around back when I was playing last time. All the updates that have come out have made a few different things that were allowed. When I first started playing, I was not used to waterlogging blocks. That was kind of a weird thing. And I use that here. I make a little staircase that goes down into the water. That's something that I wanted to do before, but it always blocked the water off with the slabs there. So you kind of like had a little half block of water above your little staircase. It didn't look right. Yeah, I just think it's a really nice mechanic right here, because you can just float right up onto your little dock there. You ain't gotta try to jump or struggle about it, because this isn't going into the water, so it's possible for you to, swim underneath and get stuck, while you're on 0 bubbles of oxygen left. And it's really horrible to die right next to your house. You've built all this stuff around you, all this security, and you still die. That'd be really bad. But yeah, there's my dock done. I start putting some stuff up over here to get rid of the spiders. You'll see that I had a little spider on my beach over there. This isn't going to stop spiders from getting on my beach if they spawn up in the water. I don't think they spawn up in the water, but this will block them from coming in from any other side. The slabs really help out. Oh yeah. Now here I finally have quite a few wheat that's grown up. I get to mine it all down, get all the seeds from it, and we can finish out the rest of our farm finally. I was really happy about this point because this had been hours into me playing, and the main point of this video was to make this farm. And I was just trying to find other things to keep myself busy while this was going on. The decorations were, quite hectic. I didn't realize that I needed to do so many. Usually I don't do so many in the first place, and me just patching up my land and making it where no spawns come up on it was easy. This one, not so much. It took a little bit of work. But now you'll see outside I have a huge army of monsters. Whenever I go to sleep, after I've been up during the night for too long, when I wake up, there's just a bunch of burning zombies and skeletons out on my lawn. Eventually, I'm going to expand the fence out. Not the fence that I have right now. I'm going to keep that there and terraform around it make it look nice, but I'm going to have a secondary fence all the way around this thing that a lot of other things are going to go inside of, like my animals. Maybe a bigger farm. I might change that farm area to something else eventually, but we'll find out. Gotta kill all these spiders. I need to keep getting string because I need to make fishing poles, and I need to make bows for defense. The fishing poles are because you can use all these different oh wow. Sorry, this is the thing that I was doing where I scale everything with water. It's kind of a ridiculous mechanic. Like, this is another thing that would never happen in real life. I mean, if I have a bucket of water, I can go anywhere. I just splash it on the wall and swim up. It's pretty funny though. I just like doing things like that. I'm getting my enchanting table here. It's gonna go on my roof over there. I have these big wide flat areas. I have those for a reason. I want these things to be places where you find chests that have loot going into them from my automatic farms. I made a pair of shears here. I used up my shears on the trees earlier to get all those leaves. I need to get this wool here though, so I can make some carpets up. As soon as I clipped them, they ate grass and it came back. Like, it was almost immediate. And this gray one here doesn't like to give up his wool. Eventually I'm going to fix that. On a future episode, I'm going to be going to the nether so I can get some quartz, so that way I can make an observer, so that way every time a sheep eats a piece of grass, I can turn on a dispenser with some shears inside of it and get the wool from it that will drop down into a hopper, or into a hopper and down into a chest, and either that or into an item sorter. I don't know. It depends on how it works. Depends on where I build it. And that's the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Well, there you have it. This has been episode 4 of the Sambo Way. Leave a comment below for any decoration ideas you have for me, or if you have any ideas you'd like for me to create. Also, like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe. I promise the next episode will be a normal one. Okay guys, see you on the next episode.